It is Saturday, July 13th, 2019. Bitcoin prices look like the top formation break is incoming and our exponential moving average cross may be triggered anytime. This would be our first stage of exits. This is the 24 hours of Bitcoin. A quick look through our disclaimer. You can pause the video and read through it because this isn't financial advice, just market observation. A community announcement: I've just set up a new Patreon account with some pretty awesome bonuses for people who are trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I'll tell you more about it in a moment. Let's jump into the price of Bitcoin, and you can see I have a mad number of arrows here because prices are making a potential 1, 2, 3 top formation and our exponential moving average is almost to cross over. So when that crosses over and we have the 1, 2, 3 formation, that is stage one of our exits. Let me go to the longer term view and you say, well, where's our entry? Our entry was the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation setup when the exponential moving average crossed over. So we could have done our entry here, and we did. And we could have done our entry here, and we did. Then our exit is the 4-hour time frame, 1, 2, 3 top formation. So when we come to the 4-hour time frame, we did have an exit here and a re-enter here. We did have an exit back here, and we had a re-enter here. We did have an exit here and a re-enter here. And the most powerful thing about these is that when we have an exit and a re-entry on an uptrend, this is where you put the nitro on. This is where the big trades go on. These out of these bottom formations are small trades, exploratory, to be sure that you are catching the uptrend. When it is in the uptrend and we have these crossovers, this is where it gets lots of fun. So now that we're coming up close to this exit signal here, of course, I want to do the review of our technical indicators to see what they're telling us. Let's start off with the 5-year. There's our little tick down with our double failing candle wicks. What do you call those? Reversal candle wicks. Then we zoom into the daily time frame, and the RSI is coming down to breaking below these levels is really key. That will coincide with the break of the prices. We go into the 3-month view, our 12-hour time frame, and the exponential moving average has not crossed over yet. So part of our trading would not be exited, like we wouldn't exit our full signal, our full trade now that we put on back here. We would be exiting the first part of it on the 4-hour, but the majority of our trade would still be holding because this is still in the uptrend on the 12-hour time frame. The exponential moving average hasn't crossed over, and I don't care if it whips around. I'm going to sit on this for a long time for the majority of that trade because of it's just proven out in the past history so often that that works. So taking off part of the trade on the 4-hour crossover is okay. What's the RSI is doing actually kind of a bullish move there. Move into the 1-hour time frame. Nothing I can really sink my teeth into except that it's not super oversold here. And it may be staging to go higher yet, and it may resist this, and the bulls may reject this, which would be fantastic. We would have 3 higher lows, and as we broke this triangle going higher again, our 4-hour exponential moving average, there's adding on to the trade as it's proving the trend is continuing. So I love capturing this stuff. Let's go to the on-balance volume, lower on-balance volume on these exhaustion wicks. Lower on-balance volume from high to high and not picking up on this right-hand side, which I got to see it. Lower volume here and not picking up on the right-hand side. Not really going negative until this view, where we have the blast up here and nice positive on balance. On balance, it's negative selling here. On balance, it's positive here as it should be. But now, on balance, it's negative on the 4-hour time frame. Here, it's still negative on the 1-hour time frame, but less negative. We've got dumping, less dumping here. So that could be that the bears are running out. They don't have enough juice to be able to knock it down past this important trend line break and important EMA crossover. Really great to have this data, but this is showing more dumpage here. Nothing conclusive until we break one way or the other, but it is so close, it's worth doing the data and the study. So here's the 5-year view, or the weekly view anyway. I'm looking for this histogram to be easing back for weeks now, and there it is, easing back the first little bit at the same time that we have these 2 wicks. Can't be a coincidence. Now we're looking at the daily time frame. We're watching for this to cross positive for such a long time there as this was going up, and it just didn't do it. We have two sets of exhaustion wicks here now. We've got a crossover to the negative histogram that's growing. That tells me down and down some more. 12-hour crossed over and crossed over again. So here's a divergence that is like one of the most important for me, because this is a leading indicator. It usually crosses over ahead of the market actually breaking. So to have this crossover and this negative on the 12-hour time frame is remarkable. So I'd remark on it. Here on the 4-hour time frame, looking a little bit more negative, crossing over negative histogram. The 1-hour time frame also just turned negative, crossed over. However, this is a positive divergence here from these bottoms. So this is more prone to be quickly changing direction. So we'll have to watch this one more closely. This whips around quite a bit. It oscillates on the 1-hour time frame. Now, if we zoom in to the 15-minute bars, not really getting any crossover here to the positive. A little bit of a positive divergence. Let's go to the Ichimoku Cloud 1-week view. So those exhaustion candles, we still have a positive green here. We have the conversion line above the baseline. I see I got Topo watching. Good to see you. Hello. Let's zoom in on this, the daily chart. I'm watching for the conversion line to cross below the baseline here, and that this would twist to negative on the daily. Let's go to the 12-hour. Has it twisted? Hasn't twisted negative. We haven't got the crossover yet. I was expecting it. 4-hour time frame. There we got a twist to the negative and the crossover of the conversion line below the baseline, but it hasn't poked yet below the cloud. This would be confirming on the 4-hour time frame. This would be confirming. Our exponential moving average would be crossing over. The trend line is broken. It's poking through the cloud. Let's zoom into the 1-hour time frame. It's already poked through the cloud, but twisted a little positive at the end there. So this oscillates a lot more. It goes through the cloud back and forth, back and forth. The 15-minute time frame, it's gone down below the cloud. We've twisted negative. This is looking negative here on the 15-minute time frame. Now, the Bitcoin dominance, if we go out to the long-term time frame, it is also wicking right now up at these top levels. The same as when Bitcoin made a top formation in 2017. You see November, December 2017. It tried hard, it wicked, and then the alts went on a run. The alts were in a bottom formation here, and they went on a pretty good run. So I'm expecting that. I'm watching for that. I'm biased toward it. Let's zoom in on this now to see how this top formation is setting up. It's still an uptrend, but it is like parabolic. We've got higher slopes all the way up there. Usually that goes into a blow off top and then falls back. We have a double top formation going on. Now I want to also look at Bitcoin. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame in these. So Bitcoin's made its way up, making this top formation. Here's Litecoin on the 4-hour time frame. Litecoin versus Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin's gone up, Litecoin versus Bitcoin has been driven down, and we have a bit of a bottom formation setting up here. Ethereum, same thing, driven down, a bottom formation. Stellar, driven down, and we have a kind of a bottom formation, not shaping up as nice. So I am watching for the opposite to happen now. As Bitcoin comes back, I'm watching for the alts to be bottoming and taking off. And I've put together a spreadsheet so that we can follow and watch the cryptocurrency bull market as it unfolds. So red means it's a fail. It's down to brand new lows. Orange means it's a near fail. It's just above those new lows. Gray is neutral. It's not really a buy signal. Orange and green are when we get to an alert. It's coming near our buy signal, and the green is our buy signal. You can get this simple trading plan over on digitalcurrencytraders.com. You also get it if you become one of my new patrons. You also get a whole bunch of additional information to help you see at a moment's notice how these markets are all unfolding. So we can see here in this spreadsheet all of the history of the data that we've collected on these markets. As we move across, I'm going to scroll back to some older history to where we were monitoring all this. And you can see how this pans out, where we've got the bear market where everything is failing. And then it changes to near fails. Then everything goes into neutral status, and we can see it changing here. Most things moved over to an alert status, and finally they're moving over into a hold status here, where we're up to 40 markets that we are holding in our hold status. So this is what we're looking for again now, as we're following along all of these markets on Poloniex, but we're also now following all of the markets on Binance. Right now we have 3 of them in fail status, 74 in near fail, 61 in neutral status, but we have 8 markets in alert status and 7 in hold status. So we can see the bull is coming into the cryptocurrencies, and we can see which ones to jump on first. If you're interested in that, I invite you to go over to the Patreon page. It's new. You can go and be my first patron. For $15 a month, you get access to the Bull Market Watch Spreadsheet and a weekly in-depth video of all of the markets that are alerts or holds. So it's a huge Saturday investment for you. Fantastic stuff. I appreciate you guys being along. Let's zoom back in to see what Bitcoin is doing, because it looks like the bulls are resisting that break right there, which is fantastic, because that gives us a potential for another place to add on to this. Should we be seeing strength come out of this, I'll be keen to see what our indicators are telling us tomorrow as this unfolds, one way or the other. Either we're coming up to retest this and we'll see our indicators on the short-term time frame go bullish. The long-term are still pretty bearish though, so I don't buy it yet. If it breaks below this, I'll be interested to videotape this so that we can document these indicators as this formation unfolds, because it's another case study in our trading education that we put together here for this trading plan. Again, I appreciate you guys being along. Good luck in all of your cryptocurrencies. Should we be long in alts? Well, be sure to come over to our Discord chat. We talk about alts all day long. And I'll be doing another video on the alts over on the Intro to Cryptos channel too. And I'll be going more detail about the patrons cover sheet here. More detail about the Poloniex Bull Market Watch and the Binance Bull Market Watch. So thank you very much. I will see you guys over on Discord. Good luck in your Bitcoin trading. Let's zoom in and see what's going on. Never a dull moment in Bitcoin trading. Cheers. All the best, and bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my videos here on YouTube, you may also enjoy my newsletter. Begin by downloading the most important trading strategy we teach, and then once a week I send out an inspiring email about making your money work for you by micro-trading cryptocurrencies. You can sign up for that over at digitalcurrencytraders.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.